Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say why. We about to break bread right now. Y'all know. Like we do it every day. We get to it. You know what I'm saying? Get to the play. You know, no time to play. No time to play. Had to check the sound, y'all. Had to check the sound real quick. You know how we do it though. We about to go see the plug. And as y'all can see from the title, you know, why be grateful? Because it puts us at the vibration that we seeking, you know what I'm saying, to achieve and to create on. You feel me? You got to be of the vibration of creativity, you feel me, in order to be one with the things you seeking to bring into existence. So if you could, please come in, tap that screen, share the live, because I'm definitely one with the the vibration of creation. So just take this time to, you know, synchronize with me, each one, reach one, you know what I'm saying? We can teach some, you feel me? Each one of us got a story to teach. We come from a great, diverse entity or possibilities. We come from so many diverse possibilities that we all got a unique part to play in this thing. And I appreciate every last one of y'all. Give me a second. I'm sending out a few more invites to the family as well. Again, appreciate y'all being in here. I love you as myself, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. As we are one. You hear me? As we are one. If you would, share the live, save a life out here. Jump in the comments, say what's up. Because this is my way of saying what's up to y'all. Or, you know what I mean, letting you know what's up on my end. This is what we at on the growth rather than patronize you. I'd rather let you know. Let you know what it is, kinfolk. Let me get this camera right. Okay. Shout out to the family on TikTok as well as the family on YouTube. Coming through. Break bread as usual. About to make some big moves real quick, y'all. Again, become one with the greatness that you're feeling. You feel me? Become one with the greatness that you're feeling. Even when you see, let's start it off like this. Got a perfect example for you. A lot of us, you know, we into sports. Or we into, you know, recognizing the greatness that's in other people. You feel me? That's easy for us to do, right? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of us done had the opportunity to give somebody else their accolades or big up somebody. If not, you should take the opportunity and see how far your mind can perceive or stretch to, you know what I'm saying, acknowledge somebody's existence and appreciation. You feel me? Appreciate y'all coming in. If you would, tap that screen, please. Share the live. You know, save a life. This how we do it. You feel me? Put our energy together. My name is Goldmine. If you new around here, I've been sent to raise the vibrations. Again, we going to the plug first thing. And the plug in this situation is plugging you in to the importance of tapping into yourself, paying attention to your intuitions, becoming sensitive to the ways of life, becoming more sensitive to the ways of life. Become one with the greatness that you're feeling. Again, all right, remember, when I was growing up, everybody was talking about Jordan this, Jordan that. Even when they talk about the greatest conversations, they talk about this man as though nobody's greater than him. Again, even with the accolades that we place up on this Jordan character in this story, you feel me? Even then, Jordan is merely a catalyst for what you understand greatness to be. For what you understand greatness to be. And understand, we are human beings. Meaning, our perception is everything because we can't be anything other than what we perceive. So, anything that we perceive of others is based on the understanding that we perceive of ourselves or the possibilities. Feel me? Know that those you associate with greatness are merely catalysts, y'all. Fear not. Fear not, no. What they say. Fear not what they say. Remember that, you know, the old guy became the new demon of the day in ways that we can't even imagine at this point. But it's the fear of the unknown. So we got to know the ways of the old in order to go into the day. You feel me? Seeking understanding along the way is what's going to best serve you. We must ask along the way each time, like, is this serving me to be feeling this way, to carry this energy? Is this becoming of me? It's, man, appreciate you, K, for investing in me as I seek to invest in you. Appreciate that help. We allies. We allies now. It puts you in a vibration, right, of receiving. When you are grateful, that puts you in a vibration of receiving. Remember, we going to the plug. We're going to the plug. So put yourself in a state of receiving the energy that you need to go up, the energy that you need to make things happen how you see fit. The desires of your heart are in tune with your purpose. Everything you've been through up until now is meant to bring you into the greatness that is you. The easiest way is to help others get there. The easiest way is to help others get there. The easiest way to get where you trying to go. And for all of us, well, for a lot of us, we come to understand that where we trying to go is connecting back with the one. The all-knowing. The greatness that is. And the only way you can connect back to the greatness that is to recognize you are one with it. To recognize that you are one with it. That's another reason to be grateful. You feel me? Another reason to be grateful. And another way to exercise the fact that you're one with it is to tap into this greatness and open doors for other people. Open doors for other people. You will see how easy that energy becomes one with you when you make yourself available to this type of efforts. Remember, you're going to get there one way or another. But depending on which way you go determines what come with it. Determines what come with it for you. Karma's a mind. You feel me? But the manifestation abilities is great too. You feel me? Which one you want to go with? A lot of times we find ourselves dealing with karma when we just out here winging it. And, you know, for a lot of us, we ain't even intend to hurt nobody. That's why I tell myself all the time, stop taking things so personal. Because a lot of times people are still figuring out things in their life, and they ain't even intentionally meaning to hurt you. They don't know no other way to get to the point that they trying to get to other than to manipulate you in this form. But if you recognize that you're being manipulated and you don't appreciate that, then it's up to you how you going to get out the way. And if you easily manipulated, it's up to you in this moment in time to transcend in order to transform. Transform. But truth be told, I know that a lot of that seems far-fetched, but I need for you to recognize all it takes is for you to tap in to peak your greatness. Appreciate you, RC, saying what's up, and sending positive energy to you as well. Remember, man, we going to see the plug. Or we at the plug at this point, you feel me? We getting what we need, about to head out. About to head out. We came in proper, we was ready for the come up, as we are daily on our post, ready to go. Because that's how we was trying to go. But we constantly reprogramming ourselves to better our efforts, to make sure with every step we not wasting no time. We not doubting ourselves. Because it's that same doubt that's likened to, I remember my coach used to say, bro, when y'all lose love for it, don't come out here. When you don't feel like you your whole self, don't come out here. Peace to you, Kev. When you your whole self, you don't feel like your whole self, don't come out here. Because you're going to get somebody hurt because your heart ain't in it. You feel me? Your heart ain't in it. Now, when you weigh the intuitions of your heart, you feel me? The intuitions of your heart with the analysis of your mind, you should find a balance. It's like our parents used to tell us, you know, you get that side of the story, they side of the story, and you gather yourself to figure out what's the truth. Because truth be told, you have your own understanding of the truth based on your collective of experiences up until now. Forgive yourself for not acting on previous desires. You feel me? Forgive yourself. Stop running from your purpose because you feel like, dang, I'm supposed to been doing this. When I was younger, I had all the energy to do it. Now it's like, man, I don't even feel like doing it. Like, no. Stop. Stop hyping yourself up to give up. Stop doing that. Put affirmations around you to remind yourself why not to give up on yourself. Why to be grateful that you are you. Who's greater than you? When you don't know nobody better than you know yourself. You don't know nobody better than you know yourself. Even the things that we think are great of other people, we only know a glimpse that we are allowed to see or that we can perceive to understand about them based on our collective of experiences up until now and what that constitute says or what's that a connotation of in our life. Today is the first day of your life. Today is the first day of your life. Recognize the past nor the future do not exist in this moment. All you have is right now. So view today as though it's the first day of your life and you will stop running from your purpose. Again, put these things around you. Peace to you, family. Put these things around you. Thank you for coming in here, Long Hair Podcast. Everybody make sure y'all following each other in the chat. Everybody on YouTube, make sure y'all drop a comment, show some love, share the live. You feel me? We in here. Make sure you understand that in order for you to get in tune with self, you got to live every day, every moment, like it's your only, and like it's the first one. I remember when I was playing sports, bro, you couldn't get so caught up in the fact that you made a mistake on the last play. Otherwise, you seen yourself replay that. You seen yourself replay that. I remember the times when I fumbled the ball. It was this one game I wanted it so bad, y'all. Peace to you, David. Man, salutes to you, Demetrius. I wanted it so bad, y'all, that I was overthinking things. I was putting so much pressure on myself. I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't focus. So it was in them times that I lost focus or I wasn't in focus that I would get the ball and I would run up to the line and the man tackle me, boop, fumble. Now I go back to the hole thinking about this same fumble. Go back to the huddle thinking about this same fumble, right? Now every time I go, hey, they call my play, now I'm timid, like, man, I hope I don't, you know what I'm saying? I hope I don't fumble again, you feel me? And it's the same thing for a lot of us. We done fumbled before. Or at least based on our perception, because that's what you don't understand. You can make a mistake. They won't know until you say, hey, man, I messed up. Until you say it's a mistake. And all the while along the way, everything you've been going through was here to say, look at how great you are. Because it ain't what you didn't go through that make you great. But it's what you go through and how you go through it that make you great. Character is what you do when your perceived back is against the wall. And I like to say perceived because it's all perception. Meaning we always up in here. You know what I'm saying? Classifying, digesting, deciphering. You feel me? Or, filtering, looping, absorbing, conscious, subconscious. Like, it's so many ways you can break that down, but the more you get in tune with yourself, you'll have so many ways to explain it. As my mama used to say, yeah, you hear me, baby, but when it makes sense to you, you'll be able to say it in your own way, put it in your own words, meaning put it into action. Put it into action. Recognize the investment that's being put into you. So when it's time or when you feel led to make an investment into those who invest in you, when we say, man, watch out for the brands you put on. Because now you building up their organizations. And if they don't like us, or if they don't like people, because I'm telling you now, when it comes to so-called hate, that starts within. And then it becomes convenient to take it out on them. You feel me? Or him, or her. But that's why I see no separation and I tell you I love you as myself. So I charge myself to not treat you as I would treat anybody else, but treat you as though I would treat myself. Love your children as though they my own. Cherish your listening ears as though they were my own, so I choose not to patronize you. That's why when I say please tap the screen, share the live, it's important. Because so many of us are going through our life and we not, man, nobody asking us how we truly are. Nobody is implanting seeds within us that's going to build us up, that's going to later bloom into things that will build up another, rather than, they plant seeds in us that make us act all kind of idiocracies out on our families that we later recognize like, dang, why am I doing this? Why am I so aggressive with my daughter? Why am I so aggressive with my son? Why do I teach my children to be paranoid? Why don't I change the world? Why teach people to be monsters? Why don't we change the world by changing the every little interaction that we have? And I know this to be real because I can sit over here and act ugly with people when my proverbial back is against the wall. And I love to keep putting that, or like they say about people cases, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly. You feel me? Allegedly, I'm up against the wall. You feel me? I'm against the wall. That's the setup. But I'm letting you know, this how we get up off of that wall. And this how we keep ourselves in a state of action to the point we don't got to keep coming to this wall to where it's fight or flight, where you got to make a split-second decision. But don't get it twisted. I've seen it too many times where the greatness of us just shines through when it's time up for you waiting and procrastinating. Like I said, you're going to come one way or the other. But won't you feel a lot better if along the way you was able to propel away? And like Big Mom used to say, we got away from the way. So in order to stay in the way, we must be constantly preparing the way. Tomorrow's not promised for you because you're not prepared for tomorrow. You're not prepared for tomorrow because today you're not taking the time for self. Peace to you, Brother Fendi. Good to see you, King. Today you're not taking the time to open up self and say, I love you. And when I think of great things, I'm always thinking of you. I know we gonna do what we supposed to because I trust you. When we have divine thoughts, that's what we must do. It's no question this. If you got the ability, you must respond. And when you put that all together, you get responsibility. So we all have a responsibility, y'all. If you can use your voice to tell somebody about somebody, why not tell them about somebody that's going to edify their life? Why not tell them about somebody that's going to point them into the sensitivities that's going to bring them in the truth? When the whole world telling you, you all in your feelings, you better get in your feelings. Because once you lose feeling, it's the end. Let's be real about this. And if you never thought about it, think. Take a second. Because I remember how I had to learn my lessons. I don't want that for you. I used to get a whooping every time. I didn't use my mind. Whew. And I ain't saying that for you to feel sorry for me. I'm just letting you know. Sometimes the things that you think are bright come from the dark. And sometimes the things that you feel like ain't right in your life is leading you. It's leading you. But if you hold on, but you got to hold on to the greatness that is you. If I started believing I was nothing, don't get me wrong. Hey, I had my time thinking that. But I'm glad I did not lose hold to life. I'm glad I did not take myself out, because at the end of losing sight, at the end of recognizing that, hey, I am nothing when I don't do what I was meant to do. I am less than myself when I'm not in tune with my purpose. I feel worthless when I can't uplift my brothers, when I can't uplift my sisters. And I say this, and I charge you to dig deep in you and find the things that you are passionate about, that you feel like I must do this. I must find a way. It is my duty. That no matter what is put in front of me, I just recognize it's going to make me stronger in my motion, in my demonstration. I had to change up my hunger, reprogram myself. That was the whole point of changing up my lifestyle. For some of us, you got to recognize, in order for you to have the changes in your life, right now you got to do some things that seem foreign to you. Like, believe me, it was so foreign to me to just be like, man, I can't eat nothing but salads. Like, but don't get caught up in the whole diet thing. Get the grasp of the change that must take place. The efforts that one must make in order for certain things to come into light for you. For you to become more sensitive to life's view. Not the view of death. Not the paranoia of, darn, maybe this stuff might be my last. No, no, no. But the view of abundance. Seeing life all around you and being able to appreciate it as it grounds you. Enjoying the ground view, but also recognizing in some situations I have to. No, in all situations, once I get grounded, I have to weigh out the spectrum and then find my way to the aerial view. I mean, I got to see this thing from all angles. I got to see this thing from all angles. And I don't got time to waste. So why play myself and thinking, I'm going to leave that thought for somebody else to decide for me. And all the while, I'm feeling unfulfilled. Because I got faculties in me that I'm not expressing. I got things in me that are divine messages that's being sent to me that I'm not saying. Because I'm too busy playing myself down. Playing myself out of my greatness. But I got all these excuses. Oh, okay, if they say this, I'm going to say that. But why excuse yourself from greatness? Only to be triggered when other people are walking in their own. Because who are you to say? Who are you to say? Developing an undying discipline or focus towards your goals will help you achieve, man, no matter what it is. It'll help you achieve whatever you set out to do. Oh, man. Dress the part until you become one with the ways of greatness. If you feel like you nothing, come in the room where you celebrate it. Not where you tolerate it. Not where they can't wait to hate on you. Not to mention, you dress the part because this is what you feel like greatness should look like. You be the standard. You break all the status quos. So when you come out shining, baby, just maybe you will see how using your light to inspire others. Shout out to my mama. Thank you for coming through, Queen. Thank you for being you, God. Again, y'all, you will see how using your light will brighten others. How using your light inspires you as well. And when the highest thing that we can do for each other is to inspire, come on now. I know I ain't got to spell it out for somebody in here. I know somebody got that. When you trying to see what your purpose is, baby. When you out here spinning your wheels and you waiting on life to reveal. Thank you, Vita, for letting greatness come through you. So that if you don't do nothing else, thank you, mamas, for nurturing. Like, ooh, you take away the chill in somebody. When you see these people out here numb to life, numb to how they pressuring somebody too much to where they losing feeling and they losing sight. I remember when they pressed me. I remember when they said, "Where you from?" I remember being from so many sides of town till I was like, I don't even know what side I'm supposed to say right now. You feel me? Not having a dog in certain fights helps you out in this life. Appreciate you for that investment, Demetri. As I seek to invest in you. And that you helping me through, and as allies do, we set to win. I remember the many times when my mama told me, one of the first lessons my mama told me, I'm glad you're here for this, God. She said, don't hate people because other people hate them. And I learned from my bro Suave. I said, what am I learn from this man? He said, bro, you can love yourself, but you don't have to hate nobody else to do it. Again, y'all, I appreciate y'all tapping in. Appreciate y'all tapping that screen. Please share this live. Save a life. Save a life. My mom used to always tell me this, you feel me? How long you gonna play church? How long you gonna play church before it becomes you? And for somebody, you need to hear, how long you gonna keep on talking bad on yourself before bad becomes you? You know, some people say, hey, when I will to do good, evil is present at all times. It's because it's on your mind. You got to get that off your mind, baby. And the easiest way to get certain things like that off your mind, find things that are satisfying to you, but not to the detriment of other people. But not to the detriment of other people. Make yourself one with the vibration of creation. Because it's a vibration of abundance. It's a vibration of joy. It's a vibration of gratefulness. Because it's that gratefulness that is going to take the feeling the void. To fill in the void. To put you in the position to give you the right poise. So it's everything that you've been through. I need you to know it was meant to let you know all you got to do is tap into the greatness that is you. Who cares if they don't get you? This ain't government issued. They don't understand what I've been through, but that's fine. It ain't meant for you. But what I can do is portal you into this truth by the example that I give to you. Shout out to the Queen Niqua. Shout out to you, God. Shout out to Cut for pulling up again. Shout out to the queens and the gods who this message was brought to you by. Tell your quit voice, we don't quit. Tell your quit voice, we don't quit. What? I ain't trying to hear it. Appreciate you, Cut, as you invest in me as I seek to invest in you. Appreciate that help. We are now allies. We're now allies. You are no longer sitting back idle. As I seek to make sure we edify and rise, you are participating. And I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate you, Queen. Tell your quit voice, we don't quit. And you need to stop. Because we don't play that. Peace to you, God. You need to stop because we don't play that. As it's this consistency. This undying focus on our goals that's going to help us persevere. Remember? This is the true greatness. If you take anything into your mind as though your greatness is based on anything other than your ability to figure it out. And your ability to figure it out is only based on your collective experiences up until now and the lessons you learned from those, as well as the examples you had before you feel me? That you chose to pay attention to and learn lessons from those too. Thank my mother and my father for watching TV and with me and saying, you know, what was the moral of that? What did you get out of that, baby? You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to ask yourself these type of things. What was the motive of that? What did that serve? What did that thought that I just have serve? Is that becoming of me or is that holding me back? Did that make me feel negative? Did anxiety raise up in me? Or did the adrenaline of actually living rise up in me to feel joy? So that anything that come up on me, I'm ready. Because I have the power of heaven and earth that I'm tapping into. Come on now. Come on now. We are the great conductors. So that when we pray, we bring the energies down. They say when the blessings come on, that's why we pray, y'all. But you got to understand that that's why it works that way. So that like my mom used to tell me, my dad used to tell me, you ain't just saying things because it sound good, but you understand. So you no longer playing church. Hear me now. But you are the church. The setup is for you to be complaining through life, being ungrateful for your plight. But when you recognize it's your plight that made you right. If you ain't know what it feel like to be hurt, you probably be out here hurting folk too. You probably be out here hurting folk too. So be grateful. Be grateful for even the hurt that you feel. Because even this hurt, if you hold on to the greatness that is you, don't let it turn you ugly. Even this hurt will strengthen you for a later, come on now, for a later work. So when you got to step out and do something different than what they've been seeing, so that your light might shine. So that your ways ain't they ways. And then I have to say, hold up. And then you can point them in the right way. But you got to live it. You got to live it. Always be on your pivot. Meaning always be ready for the next move. Whether it's coming from you or it's coming at you. Being consumed with the concerns of others to the point you wish you were them, that's another setup in this life. That's another setup. I know y'all hear y'all mama saying, hey, stop wishing you was somebody else. You don't know what they had to go through. Remember what we said? It's what you went through that made you great, little baby. So along the way, I'm going to need for you to give thanks. And at the same time, when you give thanks, you raise yourself up to the vibration of blessings so that you may beholding. Hold on. That don't mean the blessings ain't been there the whole time. That mean now you can see because you are of the vibration. The steps you skip will be bad for your health and the health of others. So don't waste another moment, another second, not tapping in, being sensitive to how you feeling through every emotion, through every conversation. But I'm not saying that for you to act on your emotions. I'm saying that for you to tap back. Hold on, what was the first time I felt like this? Let's get some emotional intelligence. Let's think. Because likened to the so-called person that takes life, that constantly remembers the first life they took, and you know what I'm saying? The same thing with us as we begin to lose sight of us and we begin to lose us. The first time you was hurt, you keep seeing that over and over. To the point, you know, we give a little extra to the next one that hurt us. Because I remember how it felt the last time and I ain't going, come on now. But you got to do this shadow work. Appreciate you, Demetri, again for that investment, love. Appreciate you, ally. But you got to do that shadow work so it's not a knee-jerk reaction for you no more. Meaning, remember, we learn from this hurt so the next time it come back around, we ready to do the work. Not we constantly getting hurt out here. That's how you go from victim mentality to being victorious. To being victorious. Becoming indifferent. Not letting life rattle you. Becoming balanced. That's what happens once you done been let down by yourself enough. You feel me? It's not a breakdown. It's a breakthrough. You're not depressed. You about to hit the ground and come up. It's a setback for a great comeback. Come on now. You got this, champ. You got this. Don't excuse yourself from greatness by keep on making excuses to talk crazy to people. Don't do it to yourself. Because even that becomes a word of its own. Yeah, I hear people talk about karma all the time. All the time. Peace to you, sunshine. All the time. But guess what? We were just talking about praying. And some people know it to be manifesting. Speaking things into existence. Speak life. Speak as though they were. And remember, behold the blessing, because all possibilities are present at all times. But you so caught up in the stress that it's like you got on stress glasses. You got on stress glasses. And for those that are door openers, don't be so stressed that they can't see what you see. But keep on walking the walk so they might see the magic through you. And then they might know what to do. Even if they don't come say nothing to you, because remember, it's the message, not the messenger. So if you ever get too caught up in the messenger, you gonna miss the point. For some of us, our mothers and fathers was trying to teach us a point. To the point now when somebody else come along and seem like they trying to get us to get up on some discipline, some undying focus on our goals. To keep us from being doubtful. Because this doubt comes from you not expressing your greatness to change your outcome. The only true confidence you should have is in your experience with yourself. That's the only true confidence you should have. Is with your experience with yourself. Again, don't excuse yourself from greatness by acting anything other than grateful. Peace to you, true spit. Appreciate you being in here. Because when you act ungrateful, again, it dims your light to where you can't see. You can't see the blessings. It ain't that they ain't there. But you got to be able to behold. You got to be able to behold. When you lose sensitivity to the ways of life because you done grown numb, because you done put so much pressure on things you shouldn't even been doing to begin with, but it was a program that was given to you. But even with the things that you might have got wrapped up in, if you learned along the way the lessons, because this is what I'm starting to realize. It's only but a certain amount of human functions. Meaning it's only but a certain amount of possibilities. But it's our intentions that separate us and the lessons we learn that make all of this worthwhile. To the point when it comes to your desires of your heart being fulfilled, it's because that's your purpose. But you don't understand it until you tap in to see how passionate you feel about helping other folks. When you realize you can help other people. When you realize you can help other people by first realizing, remember when we went to the plug, y'all. Where we go to the plug? What the plug was talking about? We got to be grateful. We got to be grateful. That's the only way we can help somebody else is being grateful. And we done went over the reasons why, and we still got more to go. Come on now. We going through the setup and we reversing that curse. Pay attention to the occurrences that aren't patronizing. Pay attention to when somebody is telling you things to build you up. Allowing for you to invest on the right side of the energy that edifies. Don't get it twisted. It's all one. It's the all powerful, the only power. You feel me? But do you want to be in the front of this thing? Do you want to be one with creation? Do you want to be kicking and screaming on the tail end? Or you want to be in the middle not knowing what's going on? You feel me? For me, I'm trying to get in the front of things. I'm trying to let my ways not be the ways of the norm. No, I get. People have been driven crazy so there becomes a norm of, all right, I ain't got to say it. Somebody got that. I don't got to spell that out. Somebody got that. Be the balance in folks' life. That's how you help people if you don't know where to start. Be the balance in folks' life. If they out of control, you gain some control. Hey, clothe somebody. Don't take their clothes. You feel me? Take joy in helping others. You can program your mind to feel whatever. The dopamine that you feel from doing anything is because you made up your mind to do it and you achieved the actual action that you set out to do. So now let's reprogram your mind to set out to do things that are uplifting of people as well. Yourself. Again, as we inspire others, we inspire ourselves. That's just how it works. That's how it works, G. That's why we need to work together. If you can't see this is the time to act, maybe you aren't what you thought. Or as there are certain emotions you can spot. Not to mention, you got to use your emotions to bring things into existence too. Because it's this passion that's going to keep you going when you would stop normally. It's this passion that's going to keep you from, shedding a bad light on this situation when you usually would go off. Come on now. You got to do something different in order to get something different. I hear my cousin saying, Twan saying, insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result, look, cuz. You got to do something different. You got to do something different. Yet a lot of us practice cognitive dissonance. We doing things that ain't in our best interest. Ain't in our best interest. To the point now, we got a reprobate mind. Yes, your body's diseased because your mind is diseased. Because of all the days you looked over yourself. Yeah, they look over you because that's the energy you put out. That's the same thing you do to you. People treat you how you treat you. Today I said today. But today might as well be my birthday too. But this year will be the first year I'm going to celebrate me. I'm going to celebrate me. Because I heard it said in the African proverb, celebrate yourself so that others know how. So that others know how. For a lot of us, we haven't learned to celebrate ourselves, so then we mad at everybody else for not celebrating us, but they don't know how. They don't understand your love language. Let them know now. Appreciate you being in here, Victoria. Thank you for tapping the screen. Please share the live, y'all. Save a life. They don't know how. And for a lot of us, we get mad at folks who don't love us. They don't know how. And if you understood what love was, you wouldn't even keep talking that talk. You wouldn't even keep talking that talk. Because if you love them, you will understand what they love was. Ooh. For a lot of us, we want people to love us like we love them. And that's why we do certain things like, I want you to do this back to me. Now, that's one thing. How you want people to treat you. So you celebrating you on your birthday. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Let's not get that twisted. But again, even if these people don't turn around and celebrate you, if you're celebrating you, it leaves no room for you to for you to be upset at what other people did not do. Stop leaving room for you to excuse yourself from greatness, which is what? Being ungrateful. Stand in your greatness. That's standing on real business right there. Stand on that business of being grateful. When it seems like they mocking you, like they stunting on you, that's when you get weird. Appreciate you, Brandon. Remember what I said, like the great wedding, y'all? The Great Wedding, right? What'd you say? Something old, something new? Okay. Let's make sure, all right, we do something weird. We gonna do something new. If you usually would snap, all right, we ain't doing that. If you usually wouldn't snap, all right, we ain't gonna respond the same way we would. We gonna take this opportunity to expound on our patience as well as our understanding that we're showing, our understanding of life, our understanding of this plight, on how what I speak, the thoughts that I give off. Come on now, remember what we talked about, y'all. Check out the other videos, please. Every thought leaves you like a spark and goes into the universe. So you got to be careful even the thoughts. In the way that you guard your thoughts, you don't involve yourself in things that could potentially be damaging to you, that are not serving to your psyche. I ain't saying walk around here in paranoia, but trust your filtering process. Be conscious of the things that are taking place around you and filter that out. This is how we override the spirit of being the mascot of failure. Don't forget your mind is saying, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's what you want? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's what you want? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's what you want. So activate your magic and place great things in your mind. So when it's harvest time, it's something you can stomach. Hear me now. It's something that you can stomach. A lot of us, we got a whole bunch of energies flowing through us because of the things we just keep putting in our stomach. Until you release yourself from the puffed up hungers, from the program hungers that you was given of this flesh, and begin to override the old systems to really be the captain of your own ship. You're not truly living. Not truly living. So the abundance that life is giving, you're not feeling. That's why you complaining. You know, it's no different than somebody say, I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs. And if you can see their legs, and you know that they doing things to damage themselves on a daily basis, you would feel like, dang, this person is really, like, when you don't know, it's one thing. The things that are unbecoming of life, the things that are damaging of these great vessels that we're in, that give way to us being able to live in this lucid dream that we call life. Being a door opener for others is one of the easiest ways for you to come up. Come on now, we went to the plug, we peeped the setup, reversed the curse. Now we on the come up. Being a door opener for others. I see my grandmama's face, and I know it must have been days when she probably wasn't feeling all that great. But she would still be at that door and open doors for people. She wouldn't be fake. There would be times she wasn't feeling it. She'll let you know. Not let you know I ain't feeling it. But if you say something out the way, she gonna let you know how she feel about it. But be that as it may, she never let any feelings that she had towards life in general stop her from doing what her purpose was. And that was to open doors for people. She opened doors to many of people just from being an example where she was. For a lot of us, we try to make such a big deal of, I got to do this big grandiose thing. Don't get it twisted. It is grand. But it's a part of the grand plan. Don't get so caught up in you that you miss the whole view. For a lot of us, we got people in our lives that we don't realize we agreed to come in contact with each other in this journey and to interact the way that we do. If not, come in contact the way that we do and be an example. So when we going to be the example that we agreed to bring into view? Because this will create a ripple effect. This will create a ripple effect that our families must exist in. must exist in. If we making a positive connection, it'll be like into a twin flame. Feel as though the pull on you is greater than anything that you can explain right now. Like, this is bigger than us. For a lot of us, we got trauma bonds. Meaning we came together based on the trauma that we've been through. Now we can heal each other if we be real with each other. But if we keep being fake with each other, what we gonna reveal to each other is the hurt that we've been through by way of hurting each other, reenacting it out on each other. Simple as, I remember when I was married, my ex-wife used to say, her pet peeve was, I asked that type of stuff, like, man, what's your pet peeve? Because I don't want to ever, upset you, intentionally or unintentionally. And she said her pet peeve was people telling her shut the F up. But here it is, when we first got into it, the first time it got serious to her, first time I guess it hit a chord or something from her childhood, she told me to shut the F up. And I said all that to say, for a lot of us, we just keep on repeating the trauma that we've been through. A lot of us say, I don't want to be nothing like my mama. I don't want to be nothing like my daddy. But then when people go and look at your life, you reenacting it. If not times two. Because again, it's the things that you fear or revere that seeps into here. And life just saying, yeah, that's what you want. And then it brings it into clear view. It brings it into clear view. So even with that, you should be thankful. Because you got what you asked for. You got what you asked for. Think about this life as though a continuous conversation with you and the Creator. Some would call it the creative force. The energy that animates all this into being. And liking it into, you got these wishes. You got these 3 wishes. 1 wish for the spirit. On how you gonna carry yourself, basically. 1 wish for the flesh. On the destiny of this lifetime that you exist in this matter form. And a wish for the soul. When you make a wish that'll bring it all together, or will you continue to compartmentalize your life to the point you can't put 2 and 2 together? You can't connect the dots. It always felt like you a day late, a dollar short. I always got Kool-Aid, no sugar. I always been a good woman with no man. I always been a good man with no woman. For a lot of us, we just got to understand, we forgot. The plight was for us to come across. For us to come across. So if you're an overly masculine dude, it's for you to tap into your feminine, be vulnerable with your queen. And that masculine and feminine ain't just limited to the gender roles. It's just really on how people express themselves. Masculine can be taken as the outward expression. Feminine can be taken as the inward expression. But for some of us, depending on the energy we came in with, that's how we express ourselves. Again, I appreciate those who have contributed to this platform, took the time to invest back as we invest in you. Remember, as we talk, when people give of themselves, it's an opportunity for us. It's not for us to sit back and be idle. It's not for us to think that somebody else is going to do it. It's not. If you got anything from what was said, shoot, cash out me $1. I'm out here using my energy for the upliftment of the people. Not, cash out me because I need the money. No, put your energy. Put your energy where you see the most growth gonna happen in your life. That's what investing is. Put your money towards what you think is gonna be an investment of a lifetime for you. Pay attention to what people are talking about. If they constantly talking to you about things that is not uplifting, they patronizing you, meaning they playing you down. They playing you down. And one thing I recognize, sure, the good thing is when you got it to give. If you don't got it to give, pray to be able to see the day when you got it to give. You know, for a lot of us, we don't feel like, we got anything to invest or anything to look forward to. So we don't invest. But if you believe in yourself and the greatness that is you, you see those type of people invest so much to the point they don't work for money. They let their money work for them. And I know every effort that we put in is just that. With every effort that we put in is just that. We get paid. They give us a check based on the efforts, our blood, sweat, equity. And then wherever we purpose that, that's going to determine. So if you get a check and don't even buy yourself no groceries, then you run around here talking about you need some groceries. It's based on where you put your energy at. You get a check, you buy all your groceries, you buy all your necessities, and you feel unfulfilled within because the rest of the world been patronizing you, marketing things to you. Recognize that there's platforms out here that's looking to edify the real you, the one that's behind the eyeballs. Don't forget, this is another moment in Black's Rehab. Brought to you by some grateful and faithful angels. Queen Wonderful, Miss Right on Q Henderson. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate them queens, the messages they send. Brandy, appreciate that investment as I seek to invest in you as well. I appreciate you too. Again, y'all, thank y'all for being you. Thank you for everything you've been through up until now. So you can get this message and now it's coming in the clear view. This moment in time was for you. Now pay attention to the next moment. Ask to become more sensitive. Make sure it feels like this one. Make sure it feels like this one. Don't waste another moment patronizing yourself with things that is not becoming of your true self. Your inner man. Do this before you lose feeling. I hear my big mama saying, hey, if T would have known, if Terrell would have known he was going to go today, it would have been a lot more he would have did. And I say that to you. If you felt like, if you knew you was going to go today, it would have been a lot more you would have did. So live your life as though you could transcend at any moment because of what you have done and what you did. That being said, I love you as myself, and it ain't nothing you can do about it, as we are one. And I'm so glad we in connection. Kinfolk, let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say why. We just broke bread right now. Y'all make sure y'all hit me up. You need to. I'm here for you. We just got through going to go see the plug. We peeped the setup. We done reversed the curse. We on the come up. You need me, hit my jag. Yeah, I'll be right back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. You feel me? 9 a.m. Central Time. Check us out. We out here. Peace within. Peace out. Lovely. Gang.